You voted for Chandelure fusions. First fusion, no, I can't say first fusion of the day. It seems that before we've even started, I am out of reaction juice. It's gonna be a good episode. By the way, if you haven't caught any of these streams live, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, come give me suggestions live. I wasn't on board at first until I realized the entire body in the front is made of glass, and now you can see the fire in the front. I think I like it, except for I wish it gave the back head mouth thing an eye. Does it usually have an eye back there? Never mind, I don't think it does. Also smash. Hot take, but hear me out. I think this fusion is gonna turn into some sort of chandelier that's on fire. Some sort of ghost fire. Maybe some purple. Man, 90% of these fusions are gonna be purple on fire lamp Pokemon. How did I miss? Let's see the reverse. Are you guys getting tired of Pokemon fusions? Would you prefer I do something else? I recently learned that some people are getting tired. I was so stunned by how cool this fusion is, I forgot to react. So let me try to make it not boring. I'm sitting here trying to think of how they could have improved the fusion. I got nothing. Might genuinely be a 10. I would love to see Rayquaza be turned into a little antique dragon. Maybe that you'd find at like a thrift store, like a little antique dragon lamp. Not quite what I was expecting, but I'm not disappointed. It looks familiar, but I'm not allowed to say why. Not in this app. Smash, but not for the reason that you think. Or maybe for the reason that you think. I hope this fusion answers the age-old question, what if Salamence was purple? Actually, Beta Salamence was purple. I love it, but I think I only love it because I love Chandelure's design. It's a little lazy. You know when you trace over an image in 3rd grade and you hand it to your teacher and they were like, wow, you're very talented. And in your head, you're like, yeah, I did that. But the whole time you just traced the image. This is what Glowing Overlord did. We're very proud of you, Glowing Overlord. Can we talk about the new Raikou they just showed off during the Pokemon Presents? They turned my boy into a giraffe. It's growing on me day by day, but there was so much potential there. Just turn him into a saber-toothed tiger. Why is this one a little saucy? He's like, hey. He wants his toes sucked. Okay, we're all thinking it. We're all thinking it. I know deep in my heart, this fusion will encapsulate. It's gonna be an angry trans pride dog on fire. Nope, that's a gumball machine. This is what the trans community would have wanted, most likely. Once again, I find myself plugging a video that I've already done. Go check out the Mr. Mime episode if you haven't already. Why do you guys keep suggesting them? You could have suggested Chandelure during the Mr. Mime episode. But I guess I get more content this way. That's just Mr. Rhyme, except I want to kick him down a flight of stairs. Except this one will be like the TikToks where they roll bottles down and they all explode and marbles go everywhere. This one will be much more satisfying. Possibly ASMR content as well. Should I do ASMR content of reading Pokemon names out loud? Pikachu. Pikachu. Charizard. No. Okay, wall of no's. From this fusion, I want to see Gyarados' entire body turn into glass spheres with fire leaking out of where the fins are, and the fins are made of fire. Okay, so it wasn't necessarily all glass, but the stomach is glass, and we got the fire leaking out where the fins are like I wanted. I think they could have gotten a little bit more artsy with the eyes instead of just the flat yellow, which I think is pretty lazy. But overall, I would say that they did this fusion justice. I just realized the whiskers twirl in kind of like a nutsack. Huh? Now I can't unsee it. I'm pretty mortified. I'm a little scared they're gonna get lazy with this fusion. I don't want them to turn Hydrangion's hood things into fire and just have that be it. Not even close! I have a couple concerns. First off, it's pretty noodly. Why is it so stringy? Second off, the flames look more like spaghetti sauce than flames. They could have at least put the purple in there. They could have put fire in the mouth or changed the gradient inside. I don't know. I don't know what I would have changed about it, but this is not scratching that itch that I was looking for. If you're interested in scratching my itch, please comment below. I'm realizing that if they turn the little bush on Sceptile's back into flames, it will look like he's farting fire. Okay, I was completely wrong, and that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It's like if fire was electricity. The word radioactive comes to mind. A fart made of fire has nothing on this, but I still can't believe they didn't do it. This looks like the type of sprite you would see in Pokemon Resurgence, which is a fan-made game if you're not familiar. Move on already? God. Can't I just enjoy it? Chat's telling me to move on. I can't just look at the cool fusion? We don't get many. You guys' suggestions suck. Why do you guys suggest Lopunny when I already had a whole episode? Do you guys want a second Lopunny episode? Seeing a whole lot of yes. Okay, alright. I've never seen my chat move this fast before. I will agree to a second Lopunny episode on 2 conditions. Number 1, you, the viewer watching right now, like this video, and also subscribe if you haven't already. And second, if you come into the stream for the second Lopunny fusion, and you suggest one that we've already seen, you are banned. I don't have time to have my time wasted. So, if you haven't already seen the first video, go watch it here. I don't know where to put this on. Go watch that if you haven't already. Alright, sound good? Everybody on board? Let's get on with the fusion. I mean, Lopunny is already pretty fire. Am I right? Stop booing me. This is actually pretty cute, Anthic. Who said that? Who? It wasn't me. Watch the footage back. My mouth didn't move. That wasn't me. I like that the ears bent to look like Lopunny's ears. That's a very nice touch. I could write 10,000 chapters about those thighs, but I think the head just distracts me a little too much for my liking. It looks like somebody painted a pumpkin. But overall, 10 in Smash. I know the odds are unreasonably slim, but I pictured the Pixar lamp, but super buff. I want to see a really buff lamp, dude. I do. This was all fun and games until you guys decided to crucify Exodia and turn him into a lamp. What the f, dude? The Pixar lamp did die for your sins. The only thing I would have changed about this fusion is I would have given him like a glass 6-pack. Like, yes, it's glass, but glass don't skip ab day, baby. This fusion has to incorporate a lampshade at the base of Mimikyu in some way, shape, or form, yeah? Like it's gotta be lamp-oriented. I'll bet anything on it. I'll bet my life savings on it. I have regrets. This is pretty cool, but I feel like they could have just gotten a lot more mileage out of a lampshade. It looks like a Chandelure that fell from the ceiling and got absorbed or sucked up by Mimikyu. Does Mimikyu suck? Actually, I don't want to finish that. Not only do I not want to finish that question, I don't want it answered. Let's see the reverse. Hold on. Give me a moment to digest what I'm looking at. It looks like a Chandelure that went to Disney World, but instead of Mickey Mouse ears, it got Mimikyu ears. Is that a knife? Is it holding a knife? I think this fusion is too big-brained for me to understand, and TikTok comments are going to be so ruthless about this one. Get your roasts in now. I know this fusion is going to ruin this adorable little cat dog thing by giving him the stitched face that Chandelure has. I actually love this! They did give him the stitched face look, but he looks so happy. My only notes are that I would have loved to see a more smooth gradient from the yellow to the blue, but I don't think what they did disservices this fusion. This is the cutest electrical fire I have ever seen. Well, second cutest. There was this one electrical fire that I had in my kitchen last year that was adorable. These two Pokemon have always sort of looked a little bit like each other, and I've never realized it until right now. There's gonna be a lot of limbs and like thin little metal pieces on this one. You know what? I was gonna be upset because that's just Chandelure with some extra pieces, but it's really clever. All the keychains are so cute. A little Litwick, a Lampet, I think that's a spell tag, and then a mysterious key. Where do we think that key goes to? A dusty old chest in the attic, perhaps? The one that Grandmama told us never to touch? Unimaginable horrors. I don't know what I'm talking about. This fusion is still lazy. It just has a little charm to it. Pun intended. Please subscribe. I got a question for the returning viewers of my channel. What's been my favorite video of yours so far? And if you're a first-time viewer of this channel, let me know what your first thoughts are in the comments. Oh my god. Okay, I have a lot to say and not a lot of time to say it. First off, what the f? Second off, this looks like a Reggie. Next, why do the fingers look like that? He would be great friends with Salad Fingers, I think. What do you think their handshake would look like? You know what? I don't want to think about this anymore, actually. Show me Glass Matang, except his spikes and claws and nose, for some reason, are made of fire. That is way cooler than what I was expecting, and I love the blue to red fire. Its name is Chandatang, which sounds like a fruity beverage. DJ Matang in the house. You think this guy raves? This guy looks like a rave DJ, yeah. Turn this motherfucker up. I don't know if my mic picked up any of that, but I'm actually a pretty good beatboxer. If I had it my way, word to Burger King, they would just give Chandelure a funny hat. I am pleasantly surprised, except for I don't like the anime eyes. That's my only issue. I love little magical sparkles and how the fire has its own little personality going on. Yeah, there is not a single thought going on in this lamp's head. Show me the reverse. This fusion's like, are you kidding me? What did you expect? It looks miserable to be a Pokemon fusion. It's like I would rather be at the My Chemical Romance concert. I hope they turn Suicune's crystal forehead into a light bulb. That would make my day. Wasted potential. The smoke cloud looks so cool. The whole fusion looks cool, actually, now that I'm looking at more of it. The shading on the ribbon is really dynamic, which I love a lot, and the ends are on fire, too. This fusion is awesome. The longer I look, the better it gets. Realistically, what's stopping this fusion from just being Flareon with extra steps? Maybe like a glass body? Yeah, hello. I'd like to have an appointment made to put my dog down. Yeah, it grew a bunch of tentacles with different elements on them. Please expedite this. What do you mean you want to see the reverse? Yeah, I'd like to turn that into a double appointment, please. Honey, it's time for your weekly milking. Show me a Charizard with like a glass stomach so we can see all the fire inside or something. I don't know, man. This is hard. Being a reaction guy is hard. I actually really like this. It's unique. The fire is coming up out of Chandelure in the form of a Charizard. This looks like a terastallization hat, except for it turns every Pokemon into Charizard. Fire-type terraform Chandelure. Yeah, exactly. Only a very specific demographic will understand when I say this kind of looks like a butter sculpture. Does anybody know what I'm talking about anymore? Ted Cruz would have got that joke. Melodic already looks like stained glass. I hope they make her whole body look like that. Maybe like with like flame hair coming down, purple flame hair would be cool. I did get the stained glass I wanted. They turned her hair into eyebrows, which I'm not crazy about, but I understand. And the purple fire is inside. I really like this. The use of color especially comes out on the tail, and it's absolutely beautiful. The creator of the sprite is incredibly talented. Shout out to you, Calicorn. Show me the reverse. Oh God, I don't even know where to begin. There's not a single thought behind those eyes. I do like the use of Melodic's tail as the hands, but I think that's the only redeeming factor about this sprite. I want to spin it like a dreidel. Better yet, I want to spin it and then launch a Beyblade at it and see what happens. There are still a ton of cool fusions that didn't make the cut, but let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another video like this. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it because I upload every single Monday. Last week's video has some seriously insane fusions, so make sure to check those out if you missed them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.